Growing up is hard for everyone, but it is even harder when one feels he doesn't belong. This is the classic conflict that every human being experiences. As we grow up, things change, and we sometimes feel alone. Readers see this conflict appear in two novels, R.J. Palacios' Wonder and S.E. Hinton's The Outsiders. In Wonder, August Pullman is a young boy who is about to enter fifth grade. He has all the ordinary worries about fitting in, but he has one extraordinary obstacle, a facial difference he has lived with since birth. In The Outsiders, Ponyboy Curtis belongs to a tight-knit group called the Greasers, but he struggles with the expectations and judgments the group and others outside of the group place on him. In both novels, the author used conflict and character growth to convey the message that finding a sense of belonging is not easy. In Wonder, R.J. Palacio creates this theme by introducing conflict between August and other characters. The conflict is not resolved until August becomes more confident in himself. In the beginning of Palacio's novel, August is terrified of entering fifth grade because he doesn't want anyone to look at him. He is nervous and he says, "I don't want to meet anyone." Indeed, his facial deformity makes it difficult for him at first, and kids do bully him. However, his lack of confidence is the real struggle, because it is hard for him to take the risks needed to make friends. When he finally begins to talk with the other kids, like Summer and Jack, the students begin to see how smart, kind, and funny August is. At the end of the book, he is so confident that he goes on an overnight camping trip. On one of the last nights of the trip, a group of kids from another school pick on August and steal his hearing aids. He sticks up for himself, and his friend Jack sticks up for him. But that's not all. Other boys from his school, who were not really his friends, stop the fight and help August and Jack. Afterwards, the other boys start calling August "Little Dude." This incident shows how far August has come. He's resolved his inner conflict and has found his place within the school. Through August's inner conflict and character growth, Palacio shows the importance of friendship in creating a sense of belonging. Similarly, S.E. Hinton shows that belonging cannot happen if a person is not accepting of himself and others. Ponyboy struggles with this. Early in the book, Ponyboy shows such a strong allegiance to his group, the Greasers, that it almost gets in the way of his ability to make other friends. When he and his friends, other Greasers named Johnny, Dally, and Two-Bit, meet Cherry and Marcia, girls from a different group called the Socias, he is initially wary of the girls and quick to stick up for his friends. When the girls question why he is friends with Dally because he is rude to them, he says, "I'm a Grease, same as Dally. He's my buddy." This shows that Ponyboy feels loyalty to his group and does not want to admit when another group member acts inappropriately. However, as Ponyboy gets to know Sherry and Marcia better and begins to understand that the conflict between the two groups isn't worth violence, he begins to be more sympathetic to all Socias. Later in the book, Ponyboy meets another Soc, Randy, and he realizes he ain't a Soc, he's just a guy. This is amazing because Randy once jumped Ponyboy and Johnny killed Randy's friend in self-defense. With this statement, Ponyboy can put behind the conflict between the Greaser and the Socias and his own strong allegiance to the group to recognize the similarities all individuals share. Through Ponyboy's character growth, S.E. Hinton shows the reader that we all have similar needs of belonging, friendship, and love. While Wonder is about a young boy's struggle for acceptance, and The Outsiders is about a teenager's struggle to see past differences, both works show that belonging requires accepting differences, overcoming conflicts, and taking risks. Eventually, both characters grow enough to learn this lesson, which shows how important finding our place in the world truly is.